So as I was growing up, the area, the estate tulikuwa tunaishi, there were elder boys around na hiyo area hakukuwa na wasichana sana. So I remember this one guy, alikuwa tukicheza, kuna kibanda ilikuwa hapo, ilikuwa yao. And what I remember from my memories ni kuna siku tulikuwa tuna swing hapo ndani. And this is what he told me, ebu lala hapa kidogo. I slept. This boy akanitoa nguo and he had sex with me. It was very painful. I think I was either 6 or 7. It was very painful. And what I remembered, aliniambia usiambie mom.
First of all, I want to really commend Neema for coming out and sharing her story, because she has given us a chance to look at how sexual abuse can affect the life of one. So we notice in the beginning that she gets abused sexually and does not disclose to her parents. And she's also given threats by the abuser. So today I want to comment on why do children fail to report sexual abusers or offenders. Number one, it's so clear from Neema's story that she was given threats that do not dare tell your mom or else. And in a child's mind, like, threats are such a big deal because children have what we call egocentric thinking. They think the world revolves around them and they easily carry blame as a result of that. So if you tell your child you are the greatest, they believe it. If you tell a child, I'm going to kill you if you say this, they believe it. Because their brain is very malleable. That means you can easily shape a child's brain to what you want it to be. So threats work very well. Some kids think it's play, because you realize Neema was swinging and playing, and then this guy came and told her, I want you to undress yourself. In a child's confused mind, they think maybe it's a part of a game, or maybe something fun is about to come off. And then she gets abused sexually and it registers this is not right. And then we have an issue where if the abuser is likely towards you, the age of a child is really confused because we're supposed to be playmates. Why are you doing this to me? So I will advise parents to define what play is to children and boundaries to have during play. Like when you're playing with so and so, they should not touch you here, touch you in a particular manner, or ask you to do some things. Then we have fear of parents. If a parent is very big on always hitting a child or even calling them names, this can make it very hard for a child to come and disclose. I am an auntie, and sometimes when children do something wrong, it's almost like an intrinsic response to just tell them acha tabia mbaya ama uko na tabia mbaya wewe, you know. But it's very good to learn how to talk to children and tell them the behavior is bad, wewe si mtu mbaya. Because now when they're abused sexually, they feel like I was abused because I'm a bad person. And if the abuser tells them over and over again, like, I'm doing this to you because you're a bad child, because you're a bad girl, or because you're a bad boy, there'll be so much shame in this child's little heart that they will not come and say, Mom or Dad, this and this happened to me. So as we give consequences for action, be very, very keen on saying the behavior is bad, but you are a good person. This is why I'm punishing you. In the event of an incest abuse, a child is so confused and thinking this is love. So if an uncle comes to abuse a child, or this child registers is, I think this is what love should be. This is who an uncle or an auntie should be. So it kind of like shatters them and really confuses them to the point of silence. So again, as a parent, explain to your children that uncle should handle you like this, or auntie should handle you like this. If anybody goes overboard, you should raise an alarm.
And pia kumbuka, home we were well off, tulikuanga na TV. So I see these things kwa TV. So see, it's normal. People are doing it. I did not know it hakuja kuni affect huku mbele.
Neema states that she used to see things on TV where people were, I think, making out or kissing, and she thought it was normal. So when boys came to do the same to her, this was normalized already. And this begs the question of the role of the media in shaping behavior, more so in childhood. I believe parents should be very protective of what kids are watching. And most Kenyans don't drive actually. We also use matatus, and it really annoys me when I see this level of exposure even in matatus. So it really annoys me when I even see these things in matatus where it's 5 in the evening, the shows being aired on radio, very disturbing for children, or at least they should be, and this thing is just going on. So I believe that we also have a part to play in protecting children from learning about sex at a very young age. Children have no business knowing how to have sex or even how to kiss at a young age, because this is very detrimental. Remember that even a small plant has to be protected. A child's mind is very fragile, most of children below the age of 7 years. When they see people kissing on TV or people touching on TV or even hearing these things in music, because this info is so heavy on their brains, they'll go out and practice it. Or if a child is being sexualized outside their home, they'll go on thinking it's normal. Because remember, below the age of 7, very few parents take time to teach what sex is about. Because these kids look too young, and I get it, but times are changing and there's so much exposure, more so on the media, of what sex is. So protect and protect and protect your child until they're able to understand what sex is and who should be having sex and why.